Hey, what's up everyone? This is Sergeant Sentinel with another Sergeant Sentinel Gaming video game review. Now today I'm reviewing Therapy Simulator. It's a game that's only available on PC and it is a casual indie sim. It's still in early access, so they are still implementing features and improving it. It was published by Jemboy, which is a very small developer. It is an indie casual sim and it has an interesting premise. You basically play as a psychiatrist and you have patients that come into your clinic and they all have different problems, and of course you kind of have to figure out the best course of action on how to help them move forward in a positive and progressive manner in their lives. Every single day whenever you start this game, you start out in the elevator and then you walk down the hallway, you go to your office, and you have to schedule the available patients for different time blocks. Now, each patient basically gets an hour where they can tell you all their problems, and you get three choices for each response they give you. Those three questions, or those three answers, basically are good, neutral, and evil. Or I shouldn't say evil. It's marked as evil, but it's really rude. And it upsets some of them, other ones it angers them. It's obviously not going to endear them to you, and they're not going to want to come back for repeated visits. You obviously, as a psychiatrist, you want repeat customers. You want people to be coming back. And so being rude to them isn't going to do any good. I chose mostly good answers. Some of them I chose were a little neutral. Starting out, I found that you find the best success when most of your answers right at the start of the exchange between you and your patient are extremely positive, and then later on, if you feel that you can give them neutral answers and it's fine, do so at that point. But if you give them neutral answers at the start, it seems like they're a little more hesitant to open up to you. They're still going to open up to you. That's the dynamic of the game, but that's the feeling that I got from at least a few patients. Now at the top of the screen, they have basically, it's like a karma meter where if you treat them well, you respect them, and you encourage them, then it's going to fill the meter with good karma. But if you're rude to them, if you treat them like trash and you don't respect them, it's going to fill it up with evil karma. Now, something interesting about this game is it also lets you purchase a therapy dog and a therapy cat. Now, the way the therapy dog and the therapy cat work, as far as I could tell from my playthrough, is that it actually increases the amount of money you earn from each patient, which is definitely a plus as you're working your way towards hiring the secretary and eventually hiring an assistant therapist that will be able to basically talk with and provide counseling for these patients while you're doing other stuff. Now, like I said, this game is in early access, so it's apparent that they do want to build upon this, but just from my time playing this game as it is, it does have a good foundation. Now, obviously, with any review, you want to have good and you want to have bad, and so I'm going to try to give some good and some bad for this, so you can make up your mind and determine whether this is the type of game that you want to check out or whether you're like, nah, I'm good, The good, obviously, is that it's a very interesting and unique premise, and it's a lot of fun sitting in there, even though a lot of their issues eventually get recycled between different character models. It is an interesting game that is unique, and you have to give the developer credit for putting together an experience like this, because I can't say I've ever played a game quite like this. Now, I did play a game where you act as a doctor in a hospital, but you're treating physical ailments, you're not treating mental ailments. So this is a little different, and especially since you don't have medication, whereas in that other game, the hospital game, you're dealing with medication. This one, you're just a psychologist, you're not a psychiatrist, so medication isn't part of the game. But the bad portion, I would say, is that it is limited with the ability to customize your office, because you can't yet. I know, though, that is part of what the developer is working on, so I can't really hold it against them, because it is apparent that they really want to put in the work for this title, and they really want to make it something special. So even the biggest negative that I could come up with isn't really a negative, because this game isn't early access, so you can't really hold it against the you know the developer. Not yet, at least. If if they finish the development of this game, it's no longer in early access, and all these features promised are just not there, then I'd say you can hold them accountable. But as of right now, I'd say, they get a pass because they are working on it. So all in all, it was a fun and enjoyable experience, and I think if you enjoy occupational sims, games based on a job, that you're going to enjoy this as well. Yeah, it's in early access, but it's good to invest in studios like this because these developers are talented and passionate, and they really care about the gamers. Anyway, that's it for my therapy simulator review. Thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new content, and share this with others who enjoy video game based content. I greatly appreciate it. This is SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, gamers.